And welcome back to The Sims 4 Royal Witch Kingdoms. Today we are continuing with the noble family of Siddeley, specifically with the lovely, the dainty Lady Rhiannon, who is in her third trimester, currently visiting her neighbors, the other noble family in the kingdom of Sikar, to congratulate them for the birth of their baby boy. So she's over here also trying to befriend Lord Adrian, who she invited to her home last time we were playing with these guys, but that didn't work out too well. I feel as though Adrian doesn't like being away from his wife for any reason, and I also suspect he thinks Lady Rhiannon is trying to make a move on him, which kind of makes sense a little bit because all Adrian has known and been surrounded by is the High King trying to go for his wife, the Queen trying to go for him to get back at her husband for going for his wife. So obviously he's here thinking, and then he's also very wary of Lord Ignatius, Rhiannon's husband, because he thinks that Ignatius is going after his wife. So obviously that's the only thing going through his mind. He doesn't get the idea that maybe Rhiannon just wants a friendship. So he definitely did not want to entertain her when Lady Alicent was out of the estate earlier on in our movie that we saw, but she came back in time and she said, no, it's okay, she can stay. Alicent has no problem. I also feel like Alicent's got a bit of a flirty streak, you know, flirty for power kind of thing. So she doesn't entirely mind. I feel like for Alicent, if Adrian had to flirt with someone for the betterment of their family to gain a foothold somewhere for something, I feel like she would be okay with it. She would approve. He, on the other hand, no, that is not okay. And oh my goodness, okay, Alicent is going to shower naked in the rain again. That mad streak in our crazy nobles. But Rhiannon, like I said, is in her third trimester, so she should be having her baby pretty soon. Now, I want to chat really quick about the babies, because I had a comment, I think in the previous episode, from one of you lovelies called Ellery B, and I'm so sorry if I'm mistaking you for someone else, but I'm pretty sure it was you who mentioned that the baby's skin tones only come in certain colors. So the babies for the fantasy skins can be born green, red, blue, black, white, pale, and dark, but they don't have other skins. So they don't, for example, have teal skins, they don't have purple skins. So kind of like how it's weird with the humans because the babies only have light, medium, dark, they don't have that specific skin tone. The fantasy babies, for example, if it's a purple baby, it might be born a random color like blue, but when they age up into a toddler, they'll get their proper skin tone, which I was fascinated by because that means the thing we thought earlier about the babies being random isn't true. That means they're only going to get either their mother's skin tone or their father's skin tone, so our genetics are going to be safe and work like how I wanted in the very beginning. And that theory that you had, or well, for me it was a theory, for you probably played it in your game, is correct, because when I jumped into the game, I went back and checked, because you said this means the Rowan baby, Master Valar, is probably going to have a purple skin tone when he ages up into a toddler. I went and checked. He has aged up into a toddler, so I gave him a makeover, but he had his father's light purple skin, even though he was born a blue baby. So that's kind of interesting. And I love it. Thank you so much for letting me know. I would not have known, and I would have been so confused, and I probably would have changed his skin tone to light blue as a toddler because I thought the game was glitching. So I'm so happy you let me know beforehand. I was able to get a hold of that and not make any changes. So there we go. It means our genetics are safe, guys. It means we can play how it originally intended, with the babies having either the mother or the father's skin tone. Amazing. So flippin' happy. So we have that going on. And there was something else in my mind that's crossed. So with the baby, Master Valar, in the House of Rowan, I'm gonna get Rhiannon to try and ask for encouragement. That's literally what she wants to be friends with him for. But with the Rowan baby, he has his father's light purple skin, he's got his father's yellow eyes, and he has his mother's brown hair. So very fun genes. He's a nice kind of mix of his parents, but I love it. So cute. And that makes me even more excited for all of the babies about to be born, because I feel like, they're gonna have the proper genes and each kingdom's gonna look unique, and I love that. Now, another thing that I wanted to chat really quickly about was one of you lovelies suggested to me that I should, probably from the second round, roll for random events. So for every household that we play, I should roll randomly whether they have a baby or there's a death or like something happens, some event. And I thought about it. I'm not entirely sure. I don't think I want to roll for certain things, like have a baby. Um, like I mentioned early on in the series, I would much prefer to have the whims of my Sims guide that, like specifically for them to try for a baby. Yeah, I think that's the way I want to go. Even if it means we'll have less children, I'm okay with that, because as long as we can have our heirs in the future, for example, if there's not enough kids to marry in, I'll probably get them to arrange a marriage from, another kingdom that doesn't exist in our series. I'll probably get nobles or someone brought in, aka the gallery. I'll get them brought in to marry into the kids and stuff in the future if there's not enough of them to intermarry. So I'm completely fine with that. I also don't want to go too crazy on the babies, because I feel like that's very possible, especially because we try for a baby and that's got a very high chance of resulting in a pregnancy. I want to keep it to the whims they have. I also like, the potential storylines of some of them not ever having kids. Because I feel like in a society where that's essential, it's going to be interesting, or having very few kids. But I have thought about other ways I can bring some drama or something interesting, and it kind of has to do with Lady Rhiannon. So she's getting very tired. She's getting very tired. I'm going to send her back home, and I'm probably going to chat through the loading screen because it's in my mind now, and I want to get it out of the way before I forget. So I guess this was a slightly unsuccessful visit, but oh well, oh well. So I was thinking that for some of the babies born, depending on the story of like how the mother's pregnancies and those kind of things, I might make some children, like I might give them a sickly token. And what that means is that, for example, with Lady Rhiannon, she was locked up for, I think, like half of her pregnancy. So she wasn't, in a good kind of state. She was hungry almost all the time. And I feel like that would have had a bad effect on the baby. So I'm thinking that if her baby is born, it's going to get a sickly token, meaning that during the formation of that child, something went wrong between the mother's magic and the baby's magic because of the deficiency in her diet or whatever was happening. And that baby is going to be extra, like, sensitive to magic, have unstable magic. So whenever that child duels, every time that child duels, there's going to be a 50% chance that I'm going to roll with a dice that they will die from overloading magic. And I want that to be dramatic because I feel like it's going to put us on the edge of our seat. And also, is going to have interesting storylines because obviously in a society where magic is also important, that child might not be allowed by their parents to duel or to get into dangerous situations because there's a huge chance that they could die from that. Okay, she's back home, she's going to go to sleep, and then we may catch up when she goes into labor. I think that's what we'll do. So I'll see you guys in a bit. I was just sending her to bed and she's going into labor. Oh my goodness. Okay, Rhiannon, look, I just sent her to bed. We just got here. And I was like, okay, time to go to bed. I'm not going to record anymore. I'll wait until the morning. And then she just went into labor. So we're back. Okay, we're going to send her into the birth chamber. And actually, I should probably turn off autonomy so that these guys listen to me. Let's go in here. This is kind of like a makeshift nursery / birth chamber. And then we'll have Lord Adrian. I really want twins, guys, and I know some of you want twins as well, so... but see, I don't want to give them. I don't want to give the nobles any fertility treatments, or I don't want to amp up the lot with the keyline that gives you extra babies. I want to see whether they naturally have twins or not. I really want twins, but I also want twins to kind of be rare, so... It works out with how things are going right now. But I do have a lot of plans for potential storylines that we could go for, or celebrations, festivals, rituals, things like that. A lot of cultural stuff that I want to make fantasy and cool. And because of that, oh my goodness, look at her! How is the baby not gonna be born sickly when the mother's in this state? Oh goodness, she's also exhausted when she's giving birth to him. Look at her! She's just terrible. Terrible. And I'm not entirely sure how I will decide whether the babies are born with a sickly token. I don't think it's something I'm going to do all the time, but in situations like this, where it wasn't my intention to lock her up when she was pregnant, but it ended up happening that way because her husband, Lord Ignatius, wasn't rolling any whims to get her out of her room, like to let her walk free. She was still in punishment. And so in a sense, that was out of my hands. I set up a premise, I set up some guidelines, and then I waited for the game to tell me what to do. And the game put her in a situation where her baby could have been in danger. And I'm going to go with that. So we'll have to see. Maybe in similar situations, I'll go ahead and give those children a chance of being sickly, or Rhiannon's pregnancy might be an introduction, like, you know, her baby being born might be an introduction to the sickly token in our series, and then I might have to work out a way to decide if when children are born sickly, but it's probably going to be a really low chance. Let me know what you guys think about it, but I might do something where if like at the time of labor or birth, if the mother's needs, yeah, I might do something like that. Like if their needs, they have this, so where there's 3 of their bars are not green, then like, so they're yellow or they're orange or they're red, then there might be like a 50% chance or a something like that, or a 10% chance or 20%, something like that, for the babies to be born sickly, and I'll probably do that with a dice. Yeah. Or a 40% chance. I'll have to figure out a number. I don't want it to be too high, but yeah, we're gonna do something like that. So for her, we already have a reason why this baby's gonna be sickly for sure, because she was locked up the first half of her pregnancy. But in the future, I might do it slightly differently so that if the mothers at the time of birth have 3 bars that are below green, then there might be a certain percentage of chance that the baby's going to be born sickly. So let me know what you guys think. I'll stop rambling. Let's have this baby! Let's go. We're going to have this baby. Okay, Adrian, maybe get changed into something a little bit more presentable for the birth of your flippin' heir. Let's go do it. And here she goes. Here she goes. So if the baby is probably, I'm not sure, but maybe if the baby's born with her skin tone, like the dark one, then we'll probably know it's her skin tone. If it's born any other random color, it's probably going to be purple. That's what I'm betting my money on. It's a girl! Oh, that's so exciting because we've only been having baby boys for our noble households. Awesome. Okay, this baby is going to be called... Hold on a second. This is going to be called Miss Calypso. Miss Calypso Siddeley. So Calypso. There we go. And this name was suggested to me by Queen Momo Morgana, so thank you so much for that. Such a beautiful name. Miss Calypso Siddeley. I'm so sad. Miss Calypso's a sickly baby, guys. I don't know why I thought it was going to be a boy. Probably because I was so used to just noble boys being born. I thought this was going to be a boy. And now I just feel more sad that it's a sickly girl. Aww. Okay, and... Oh, it's gonna have Lady Rhiannon's skin tone. Aww. This makes me so sad because now I'm picturing a little girl that looks just like Lady Rhiannon. Lady Rhiannon to me looks so dainty and fragile, and it makes me so sad that her baby's gonna be a sickly one. No. And she wanted to have a healthy child too, but there we go. This is dramatic, guys. This is not just a sickly baby. This is a sickly flippin' air. Okay, well, there we go. Baby's been born. Baby's also stressed out. Let's feed the child. And then bounce the baby. Ignatius is going to be happy, obviously, because the heir has been born. Even though... See, this is interesting. Neither of them have any whims for the baby, which I kind of love, because if you remember when our High Princess, oh geez, Faina, names, when High Princess Faina was born, of the Sikar royal family, both her parents immediately had whims for the baby. They wanted to do things for the baby, they wanted to interact with the baby, so obviously they were very excited for it to be born. But these guys, they don't have any whims for their child, so I'm very fascinated by that, and I kind of like that, because it means different parents will have different kind of feelings towards their kids, ways of raising their kids. Yeah, interesting. Very interesting. Let me know how you think Rhiannon's gonna feel about her, like, having a kid. Obviously, she wants to have a kid, but I think maybe when the baby's born, she knows it's sickly. She can sense it, and she's upset about it. She feels disturbed by the fact that a child is sickly because she so badly wanted a healthy baby. And Ignatius, I personally feel as though Ignatius might be a bit indifferent and maybe not notice as much the baby sickly until she's a little bit older, and she's able to start doing magical things. Maybe that's when, like, they might have some sort of magical accident, and that's when he will come to the realization that, okay, or he might start taking Rhiannon seriously, because I can kind of see, okay, Rhiannon, let's deal with your needs. Let's deal with your needs. I can kind of see Rhiannon being very sensitive about the baby, but because Lord Ignatius he's not like her, he's very cold-hearted, tough-hearted, he's going to talk to his child and coo at her. But yeah, because he's a bit tough-hearted, I think he'll just assume Lady Rhiannon is being too sensitive and, you know, don't treat the kid like that. She's our heiress. She's our heir. She needs to be tough. She's tough. She's fine. I don't know what you're going on about. You're being too sensitive about her. But maybe when she's older, a teen perhaps, she might get into some sort of magical accident with dueling, and that's when he's gonna realize, okay, no, she has a problem. I should start taking Lady Rhiannon seriously and stop protecting Calypso from doing dangerous things a lot more. And look, she's collapsed again. But okay, I think we need to... what are we gonna do? I mean, next time we're gonna be picking up with the... I'm not gonna keep the episode this short, don't worry guys, I'm not ending the episode here. But we are gonna be with the Kingdom of Holkane next time, the Royal Family of Holkane, so I think I wanna play these guys a little bit more. I'll see if they have any other whims for each other. And Rhiannon really wants to become friends with Adrian, so we need to keep trying for that. So maybe we'll come back tomorrow and kind of check up on how things are going with them. It's the day after Lady Rhiannon had her baby, and Lord Ignatius decided to host a lunch. I know it says dinner party, ignore that. But he decided to host a lunch for the other nobles at his house to kind of celebrate the fact that he just had his heir born, which is very exciting. Now, not everyone is going to do a celebration for the babies being born. Some people are going to want to, some people aren't going to want to. It depends. I feel like Ignatius is going to be quite happy that he had his heir born. Even though he treated Lady Rhiannon really roughly. And I know some of you guys have been saying you hate the way the Sims are acting, and you love it. Like, you love the story because of that. And that's true, it does add drama. It does add drama. And this is going to be a fine excuse for Lady Rhiannon to chat with Lord Adrian more. She also wants to embrace Lord Ignatius, and Ignatius wants to flirt with Rhiannon. So I think he's very happy. We're going to thank these guys for coming, though. Let's thank High Lady Alicent for coming. Let's thank Lord Adrian, and I feel like Ignatius is the one who's going to do that, because he is obviously the head of this house, so he needs to be making sure that he's greeting his guests properly. Lady Rhiannon made some breadsticks, and she made some cookies, some spooky cookies for everyone to have. So I guess it's like a snack tea party more. That's fine. That's fine. So let's go ahead. Are you thanking them? Good. He's gonna thank them. The baby's currently sleeping. Oh, Rhiannon! I feel bad for Lady Rhiannon because Ignatius kind of threw this tea party, invited the others over. They're over here chatting in the dining room. Meanwhile, Rhiannon has been scrubbing counters and preparing food, so she's like not taking part. She's in the shadows. This is so depressing. She's like always locked away. Okay, give her some attention. He wants to flirt with her. Let's do that. Let's flirt with her. Let's give her a little bit of attention. Come on. Come on, Ignatius. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on. I know you're trying to talk with these guys. It's always an awkward encounter with these three. I don't know why. Why is it an awkward encounter? Alicent's always trying to be friendly with Ignatius for business, guys. For business. And then Adrian's always getting jealous for no apparent flippin' reason. And then it just becomes awkward. And then they become lovey-dovey with each other. And it's very awkward. Ignatius, look, he's going to do his romantic interactions in the kitchen, okay? Behind closed doors. The other two, they don't care. They flippin' woohooed in the house, in their bathroom, the first time they visited, which was very wild. No? Are you guys joining? Well, she joined. That's good. Is this? Did you not flirt? I thought you. Okay, let's flirt in public. Why not? There we go. There we go. I guess they want to flaunt their relationship too. Like, we're fine as well, you know. We have a very strong... Okay, he wants to embrace her. At this point, I feel like they're competing. You know what? I feel as though... Look, see, Adrian just does not like Ignatius. I feel like Adrian just keeps getting jealous for no reason. So Ignatius is kind of like, how can I show you I don't want your wife? Fine, I guess I'll just go and be really, really romantic with my wife in front of you. So hopefully you get the message. I'm not interested, okay? I'm not interested in your spouse. I feel like that's what Ignatius is trying to do because he doesn't seem like the lovey-dovey type to me. He doesn't seem like the overtly caring type. So I think that's what he's doing. He's just trying to calm Adrian down and be a good flippin' host. Oh, he finally had a whim for the baby. Okay. He wants to go make silly faces at little Calypso. So, come on, let's go up. You haven't interacted with your baby. I don't think he's interacted with his baby since... Oh my goodness, Alicent, what are you doing? Alicent, what are you doing? Why are you outside? Alicent, come back inside. I don't know what she's doing. And you random chick, go away. I don't know who you are. He's gonna go upstairs though. He's gonna go upset. Upset? Upstairs. I'm sorry. I'm confusing my words, okay? He's gonna go upstairs, interact with his sickly baby, who he doesn't know is sickly. And he wants to cuddle her. Look at that. Okay, he wants to cuddle his baby. which is so good. This is the first time those interacted. I hope it's because he genuinely cares for his child and not because the reason for the tea party was that his heir was born. So he's like, oh yeah, the heir. Let me go and interact with her. You know, because I'm so happy my baby's been born. He wants to bottle feed her. I mean, he's having all of these ones, but then again, it could be just to show the others, right? He wants to balance Miss Calypso. Their relationship is gonna skyrocket at this point. Look at him. If he was doing all of this not in a party, then I'd be like, oh, he's such a caring father. But because it's in a party, just like the romantic interactions, I am kind of getting the vibe that maybe he's doing this to kind of show the others. Look at this! One want after another, one whim after another, which, isn't this weird? This is so strange. Now he wants to woohoo with Lady Rhiannon. Okay, if you guys want to, let's go for it. Yeah, I feel like it's a bit rude with your guests downstairs, but where'd they even go? Okay, you know what? Since the guests are there, I think they're gonna slip here really quickly into a woohoo in the bathroom in the same place that Lady Alicent, High Lady Alicent, and Lord Adrian woohooed. They're gonna go get funky. And hopefully the guests can entertain themselves between the cookies and the books from our study. Okay, Ignatius. Okay. I mean, he didn't have the specific one to have a baby, so I don't... See, this is... Okay, yes. Now Adrian comes in. Adrian's like, good, go. Stop hanging around my wife like a bat. Stop it. But yeah, he didn't have a specific whim to have a baby, per se. So I think this is purely just for the sake of the act itself. I don't think he's got anything in mind in terms of wanting a second child at this point in time, at least. So yeah, obviously a lot of things I will be going back and forth on, trying to figure out how I want to play best and how I like it best. Now, what are you two getting up to? Anything interesting? Nothing? While your hosts are busy woohooing? See, this is the behavior that Adrian approves of. Adrian's like, yes, I would love it if you just ignored me and my spouse and got busy with your own spouse. The more the better, in fact. Because then I don't have to spend time being insecure about what's going on. He wants to offer a massage? And what's this? He wants to ask Lady Rhiannon about her day? This is so fake. This is so fake. Ignatius, you're so fake. Okay, let's ask about her day then. He's gonna ask about a day. He was not this caring when she was flippin' pregnant. He's gonna ask about a day. And what's this? Be friendly with Rhiannon? What a joke, dude. You're so fake. Let's go to the baby. Where's the baby? Baby needs a diaper changed. We'll get Rhiannon to breastfeed the baby and bounce the baby. She needs to slip away for a bit to give their child some attention, okay? She, I feel like, feels very happy whenever Ignatius gives her. What does that mean? What, is he not letting you get up? Ignatius, that is rude, my boy. Stop it. Oh, is Adrian, are you with the baby? Oh, Adrian's gonna go check out the baby. Well, Adrian, if you want to, that's fine. Are you gonna tend to the baby? Are you going to tend to the baby? He's like, I don't want to talk to you. Your child, though, can't flirt with my wife. So yes, I will talk to your child. Jeez, Adrian. Are you gonna change the baby's... Oh, I don't know what happened there. Change the baby's flippin' diaper, dude. Jeez. You won't want to drink milk when it smells like nappy. Or get out of the way. Let Rhiannon do it instead. Dude. Okay, he just looked at the child and he was like, I don't understand what's wrong with this baby. It doesn't want to drink. Well, you're supposed to clean the baby up first. Okay, poor Rhiannon. Look at her. I feel like she's so overworked by Lord Ignatius. I don't think she gets nearly as much freedom as Lord Adrian does back at his home. It almost seems to me like Lady Rhiannon is a maid. She's like a quiet maid. She gets really happy when she gets attention from her husband, High Lord Ignatius, but because I feel as though genuinely loves him. I don't think he loves her. I really don't. I think he just sees her as a witch who should be a dutiful wife. And that's pretty much it. Which is so sad. But okay, tea party's done. Tea party's done, guys. Let's see. Are they still hanging around? I think they're leaving. Those two are leaving. Yeah. Okay, well, he wants to be friendly with Rhiannon. Let's tell her she did good. Let's tell her that discuss interests. He's gonna tell her she did a good job at the tea party, making cookies for everyone. I'm proud of you, hun. Let's see, how are these going? I feel like they're gonna spoil soon. No, the breadsticks are pretty good. I'm gonna throw the cookies into the fridge as well. She's gonna have there's dishes downstairs. Who's gonna clean them up? Rhiannon will. Lady Rhiannon is gonna clean up the dishes. She's also gonna take care of the baby. That was the one and only time I saw Lord Ignatius, since his baby was born, actually tend to it. I feel like Rhiannon's gonna be the one who needs to take care of the baby in this relationship mainly. I don't think Ignatius is gonna make the effort to very much. Anyways, guys, with that said and done, I'm going to leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.